Okay. Teach Me Grappling, what's up guys? Brian Peterson, I've got the boys. We've got Anton Calisto, we've got Trent Munoz. We're gonna show you guys some cool drills tonight. We're gonna give you guys some offensive throws and also, or one offensive throw and one defensive throw. It's the same throw, but you can use it when you are being attacked. You could also use it as an attack for yourself. The Uchimata, guys. In judo, the Uchimata is a very, very popular throw. It's a very difficult throw to learn. It's usually not considered a basic move. They always say it takes years and years and years to develop. And I'm gonna be honest with you, wrestling, we don't practice it quite like judo does. Judo works on the perfection of the Uchimata in order to throw someone from the standing position, and wrestling kind of gives a more, what is the word? A brawler's type of Uchimata. But either way, you still have to train it. And we're gonna give you guys some ideas on how you can make it work for you even in the early stages. It's common in wrestling too. Sometimes people call it like a whizzer kick because they don't use the Japanese language of judo. So you'll hear the words whizzer kick or just whizzer. Some people say whizzer and you might lift your leg, you might not. So what is a Uchimata or whizzer throw? We're gonna show you guys a drill to develop it. So real quick here, let me start. Yeah, so we're gonna interlock, and we can interlock a couple different ways. He gets the whizzer, I get the underhook up on the shoulder. I can also go to the waist. It doesn't really matter to do the drill. We have 2 feet. We have 4 feet. We both have 2 feet, so there's 4 feet. But let me try to explain. My leg is gonna kind of reap inside the inner thigh here. So when I do that, I cannot leave my left foot here. If I do that and I put my leg here, I have no power to lift my leg up, which is what I want to kick his leg off the mat. So it's very important that I replace these 2 middle feet with my left foot. So I bring this is also a back step. It would be the same as if I did a hip throw where I back step and I go here and I lift. It's now the same. The back step's the same. I'm gonna bring my foot in front of this foot and bring my left foot in. And now that my left foot is next to his left foot, now my right leg has the power to lift. Now, we have 2 feet again, right? The other feet are up in the air. This is what we want to do, and I'm just going to give him I'm going to keep that pressure, bend forward, and give him a couple hops. Okay? Now, it's his turn. So, again, he's going to bring a foot in front. He's got to, remember, if that foot stays too far away, you lack power. So always remember, yeah, you can't even lift.
It just feels wrong.
If you ever feel that your Uchimata is not powerful, you need to make sure that that leg either gets close and now he can lift that leg up. You see the 2 feet? And now he can give me a couple hops as he pressures forward and leans forward and turns hips. Yeah, like that, and we're hopping. Good. We unhook, it's back to my turn. I step in front, I back step, I bring him forward, and a couple hops. And again, we could be up here too. And then after you do this drill, you just switch. Boom, we're here, okay? And then the same drill would happen. He gets to practice with the underhook, and then I get to practice with the overhook. Bring it in, okay? What we're not doing, go ahead, Trent. Get in there with Coach. What we're not doing is we're not throwing the guy by grabbing the opposite hand. Okay? Yeah, so we're not grabbing. See, he could be throwing the guy. Go ahead and give it one good low throw. See, we could be throwing him, but we're not. We're just doing a drill. We're teaching you guys how to develop. If you throw each other, you'll get a class going. If you're an instructor in a school, imagine you throw each other. You throw each other 5 times, you're gonna start getting up slower and slower. And then you're gonna just go, all right, we've done 10 throws. Coach, can we do another move? Like, dude, I've done 5 to 10 throws, I'm done. And they don't even wanna come back to class. But if you just do this, how many different repetitions can we get? Let's see how that throw works. A couple hops, and now it's Trent's turn. No, Trent.
Oh, yeah.
Unhook it. And now bring your left foot in front, and now your turn. Go. Yeah? And we're getting balance too. Yeah, if you want to switch, you can switch, but just stay connected on one side for a while, just to show how the drill works. Good, good. Now Coach's turn, steps in front. Nice. Trent's turn. Boom, steps in front. And I guarantee you, you guys run that drill for,
10 minutes.
10 minutes, and you do that 3 days a week in a month. Your guys, imagine that was your takedowns for a month, and you did 3 days a week of that drill. I guarantee you, you're gonna get some guys in a clinch on the feet, and they're gonna feel way more comfortable throwing the Uchimata or the Whizzer kick, and it's gonna work for you. So, you wanted to add anything or talk about anything? That was the drill.
Yeah, let's do, okay, defense. All right, so we're gonna go over.
How do you use it?
Yeah, a way to get out of a hairy situation. Whether you really don't like this underhook or he starts going body lock right here. So it's the same concept. Remember when we go in on the, was it Uchimata, that's what we call it? Whizzer kick, Uchimata, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to hook up right away because I don't get any power. If I back step with Trent and I just hook, I can't lift his leg right here. So instead, when I back step, I'm going to kick back. That's going to cause his femur to lift here. Now I can hook if I want. But if you guys get into this habit of back step hook, something like this, or even just lifting here, this is really difficult now for me to basically hamstring curl his leg. All right, so when you guys go just kick, now I can hook if I want. Okay, but check this out. So maybe he is driving me with a powerful underhook. Let's start with that, right? He's got a really strong underhook. He's pushing me around. I'm giving up this angle, right? All he has to do is drop both his hands right here. He's got a single. He can go body lock, right? He can just throw me, mat return me, whatever he wants. So we're gonna do that Whizzer kick, that Uchimata, and I want to get his hips to face my hips, right? So he's attacking me. I'm coming in, and I want to swing this hip around here and square up. Okay? He's coming at me. He's attacking here. I'm here. I'm gonna swing. I'm trying to get his hip over here, and then I'm squaring up with him. Okay? It doesn't have to be an underhook. You can just post on an arm, right? Because a lot of times, let's say you're not comfortable in this over under in this kind of top grappling position, right? Upper body grappling. So you just want to get out, right? And he's pushing you around in this underhook here. Oh crap. So you replace here, he keeps pushing you, and I'm just going to get him to circle back up. Now I can go elbow if you're uncomfortable here, and come back out. All right, start working again. So this is a good way to use your opponent's momentum against them, right? They're coming into you. We're not going for the takedown yet. We just want, we just want to improve our angle. We call it squaring up in wrestling, right? Let's say I wanted to square up right here. What I mean by squaring up would be this, right? Our hips are pointed at each other. Right now, he's basically behind me. So if he starts driving, he's driving, I replace, and I square up with him. And again, if you guys are uncomfortable, right away, on the elbow, push to the hip, get out of there, try to get an angle. Anything else?
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. I do have one more thing that we didn't talk about before, but super important, I think, also to talk about. If you get a guy, and we're talking about defensively, he goes to that body lock, and I have the Whizzer, the overhook. If you get a guy who lifts you, he's picking you up and gonna slam you. When I'm in this position, kind of sideways, I can use the hook to make sure I don't get lifted and slammed. When he lifts me now, I forgot to mention this. This is a great defense where you can just balance, come back down to your foot, and then grab onto his triceps, bend him forward, and then complete the throw. So, quick mention to a little guy, but a little part of history, Jason Morris. Amazing wrestler and amazing judo Olympian, Jason Morris. If you guys have not looked up Jason Morris, super famous in the sport of wrestling, that people get body locks and he would just wrestle here, and they all wanted to do their basic stuff, stepping in to lift, and when they lift, he would just hook. And every time, it's hard to put me somewhere. So every time you lift, you gotta put me somewhere, but I'm attached to your leg. And once they get tired, they squeeze. So like, do your lift now. They use energy, and then there's like no energy. And the throw, okay? So I think that might be appropriate as well to talk about, is that you can use it to not get lifted and then use the Uchimata. So I like Jason Morris. Where do we want to go next? You want to go to the...
Let's do just one.
One more.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
So now, kind of the same thing. We're gonna stick with a defensive one for today, and then we'll go offense on the next video. We'll do a series or something. So whether he locks up body or he just pushes, let's go body lock. Okay, so he's got body lock right here, and we talked about the hook. Now, usually, and this is honest, with a good wrestler, if they get the body lock before you turn your hip, it's hard because he's not gonna allow me to turn my hip. So you have to time it a little bit. If he has an underhook right here and you feel him going body lock, right, that's when you back step and turn. So that's just like a little timing thing you guys can work on, because I'm telling you, you get somebody strong like Trent and he locks up my body lock, no, I'm not turning my hips in, no way. See how his leg is behind me right now? He's just gonna put me up straight on my back. I won't be able to turn. So when you guys are practicing this, make sure, try to work on your timing. As this comes across the body lock, this is gonna back step, go ahead. Here, right now I can get that lift, and by the time he locks, my hips are already turned, okay? So a couple of options here. Let's go with into a front head first. Now, you mentioned the judo guys like to grab the arm. In wrestling, we do more of a hop and kind of pick a spot on the mat for our hand. So now whether he's pushing me, let's say he's pushing me, I'm gonna pick a spot on the mat, get him down, and just swivel into my front head. So that's kind of a basic way to get out of a hairy position. I'm not throwing him to his back, I'm not scoring, but I'm getting out, right? You're basically stopping someone taking you to your back, right? Because he's here, he sets up his body lock, I turn, he's still going, I pick a spot, I turn down, notice he planted for a second. As he planted, I rotate back, now I have front head. Now we work front head series, try to go back or 3/4 into Dars, something like that. But that's kind of your basic defense. I'm lifting him, putting him on his opposite hip, that allows me to get out. Now, if you're fancy, or if he's pushing hard enough, or you put enough, sauce on there, you're gonna put him on his back, right? So same thing, he goes for his body lock, I turn, he starts going. Now, I'm like, okay, I got you, man. He keeps pushing me, I'm gonna pick a spot, come on the mat, and cut. A couple of different ways. So I kept the overhook, which kind of puts me in side control. Sometimes you might be uncomfortable with leaving your leg out, and you land kind of in this, you good?
Yeah.
Sorry, mount-ish position, right? So I'll show you what I mean. So that one I took him all the way through, and I kept this was tight. I put him on his other hip. So he goes body lock. Now, I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh, sorry. See, I messed up. He goes here, I turn, body lock. Now, I'm gonna put him the same way. Go ahead. Here, but as I throw him here, I kind of sink back. So I'm not quite, in mount yet, but if you notice, I shot my leg out and then I brought it back in. And obviously in wrestling, he's gonna go straight to his stomach. In jiu-jitsu, we're just gonna go guard pass or try to slide into mount. So for me, in my experience, that's kind of the two I've seen.
Yeah.
It's the difference between like a long extension in your leg and kind of like a jab and really hard pummel with your overhook, just to get him to his hip, and then everything contracts, goes back, because he's trying to pull you forward, you want to go back. Do you have anything?
Really important.
Yeah.
No, you're totally right. One thing I would like to just say to finish is, remember, like Coach just said, you cannot let someone suck your hips in. If Trent locks me, I'm done. Like right here, it's over. So don't get in this position and then decide what you're gonna do. Even if you do see him coming and he's able to lock, you have to have some hips out, which gives you a space. This space is what allows every throw in the book, whether it be a sag headlock or a hip throw, whizzer throw, all of this. So again, if I could turn and backstep, that's great. In motion, sometimes what you're gonna see, if you guys have watched like Gary Tonin, you'll see this a lot. He'll get in these positions and his hips are out and he feels the guy's coming in. As he's backing up, he gets the motion. The motion's this way. So now watch my left foot. And then the throw will happen. So now, and you look at how my weight is distributed. So even as he tries to push, if Trent's a too strong, tough guy, like Coach just showed, I won't be able to get him on his back. If he fights, I'm gonna have to come back into my front head right here and get my position out front, and then maybe do a go behind series. But you cannot wait. He said it. It's so important. Do not wait until the guy sucks you in and you go, oh, please, Trent, don't kill me. Okay? So, right, like if you're battling already, you have an overhook. I have control of this wrist, but I lose it for a second and he goes here. I have some distance. And now as I'm kind of blocking out, you're coming. That's when we're gonna hit it. And now I'm coming around working on the rest of my game. So that's pretty good, Anton, I think.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I don't know.
That's a lot of information.
Maybe we should teach them more, like forever. Like just keep going.
Keep going? I think
Go
we
like
should
an
do a
hour.
video tomorrow.
We'll do a video tomorrow. We want you guys to watch the other videos too. Thank you, Trent. You're the man, dude. You got one of these?
Yeah.
You got an Uchimata?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. Finish it out with one Uchimata. You get to throw, coach. What do you like? Go. We got. Everybody says that the kid takes the beatings. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
That feel pretty good?
I take beatings too.
Nice. All right. Teach Me Grappling, guys. What can we say, Anton? There's the membership that's coming.
I just updated the belt.
Okay.
I think this week we're going to do our first purple belt practice video.
Right.
So, guys, we're going to talk about memberships a little more. We'll do a little video to help you guys out. I know YouTube's membership system's a little confusing. It's kind of hard to get to, so we're going to explain all that later. And, yeah.
We'll get it. Click the links down below. Patreon, PayPal, contribute to this channel. Click that membership, that join feature if you like. And we'll see you guys next time with more great stuff. Thank you so much.